The following moments may contain explicit language.
Video from Truth Talks Live. Title, You Are Not a Doctor. Touré clashes with Cheyenne Bryant. YouTube, what's going on? Now, if you haven't noticed or if you've been under a rock, Cheyenne Bryant has really been going through it. Mainly because there's been, a lot of misleading things going on with her degrees. Basically, she says she's a therapist, and one moment she says she's not a therapist, she's a life coach. She's basically a grifter at this point. We know. A couple of days ago, I was watching Touré, his podcast or his YouTube channel, and he was basically giving a rundown about this same video we're about to watch, where Cheyenne Bryant and him got into a whole heated discussion about whether or not you should discipline your children. But before we get into the video, do me a favor. Hit that sub button if you haven't already. And if you like the content, hit that like button. Let's get into it.
Doc, what do you think about the notion of holding parents criminally responsible for their children's behavior?
I said it earlier. I said it's circumstantial. I think that if a parent is neglecting their child of what's needed for them to be mentally stable and healthy and be in a state of mind where they can actually, operate as a citizen who isn't impaired, then I think that that parent who's providing those resources, should not be have consequence or discipline. But again, if you're neglecting your child in any manner, I think there should be consequences to a parent, no matter what, if there's neglect at the hands of a child. But y'all know how I feel. I feel gentle parenting makes for a child. I think that there are rules and in their structure, and there's a thing called boundaries, and boundaries have been proven to create healthy relationships, not just between people, but for that person within themselves. And if we raise kids with no boundaries and no structure and discipline, they go out into the world and they don't understand that, and they end up being in battles, and they end up actually having a lot of issues with law enforcement. They end up being the child that's disruptive in school and class because they don't understand that the world doesn't revolve around them. There's a big world that they are able to participate in, but they cannot be the center of attention to everything. And so I'll end on saying that what I do agree with is that every child is different, and that every child may not necessarily need the same level of discipline, but every child does need structure and discipline in order for that child to grow up and be an adult who understands that this is the law of the land, this is how life works, and successful people, not just only externally, but internally, what they do carry at the nucleus of who they are is discipline and boundaries.
If gentle parenting creates gentle children, sign me up. I definitely want to create more gentle adults, especially men. Hold on, everybody, especially men.
You are a gentle.
God, are you kidding?
Hold on, guys.
Hold on, guys. That's what we need in the world is more gentle men who understand.
Ray, you're very gentle, and it comes at
This is the biggest problem with her. You can't be. There's no way in hell you're a psychologist. I'm not gonna lie. I agree with everything she said in the beginning. Right? Kids need discipline. Kids, off the back, they need discipline. I'm not saying off the rip just beat your kids. Of course not. No, you talk to your kids. You explain to them why they shouldn't do things and why the things are the way they are. And once they cross that line, you need to put the fear of God in them. Because when they become adults, guess what? They go out into the world and carry that same attitude as if they can do whatever they want, and they're only kids, and there's no repercussions or whatever they have in their minds when they're fucking kids, and they do the dumb shit when they go outside, right? It starts in the home. So if you cannot tame that child in the household, when they leave the house, they're gonna be unruly. They're gonna be the fucking disrespectful kids we see out in the world today. So in some cases, like she said, case by case, you need to, handle your child accordingly. But the problem I have with her is, even though Touré might be what you call a more softer man, right? She's doing it as like a low blow. A lot of females do that from time to time, like, right? We can all see that Touré is I don't even know what to call it, but he's just he's not like a macho man, right? I'm not gonna lie. For a long time, I thought he was gay until I found out he had daughters. Like, okay, he's not gay, but He gave off that type of softer vibe, almost feminine. Now, I don't agree with him saying we need softer men out there. No, we don't. We don't need softer men. Men need to be men. Women need to be women. We don't need softer men out there. That's weird. That's wild. I don't know why he said that. But what she's doing is she's trying to downplay him in a way that's almost insinuating like he's gay or like he's soft or like he's not like a real man. Like, we know you soft. Like, she didn't need to do that. You could have just kept it like you real neutral. You having an intellectual conversation. Why do you need to go to the low blow, right? As a woman, right? And you're supposed to be the psychiatrist. Why go for the low blow like that? It doesn't seem in the right characteristics of this person that she's portraying to be. That was really weird. But let's continue.
Angle that doesn't always work for people.
Let's just stop and go back. Because I'm wrapping the show and you're interrupting me.
First of all,
this is what we spent a whole meeting on this.
First of all, Touré. First of all, Touré.
Why don't you let me wrap the show? I'm ending the show.
First of all,
what is the point of interrupting me?
First of all,
we're getting out of here. Like, what is the point?
Touré,
what is the point? It says go to host up.
Voice when you're talking to me. Lower your fucking voice when you're talking to me.
And then she tell her, nah, what? She telling a grown man to lower your voice when you talking. She just already showed previously she didn't have no respect for him because she felt like he was soft. You see how evil sometimes women can be? Like, let's look at it for what it is. Forget everything that's going on with her. The fact that she they're having a discussion about children, right? Right? They both have two different talking points, two different views. He clearly doesn't agree with her view, but he didn't attack her character. He didn't say anything about her. She then tries to throw like this little subliminal, diss towards his character, right? He clearly gets frustrated. He was like, you know what? I don't even know why you're doing this. I'm wrapping the show up. They clearly have, this is how they do things, right? They give their talking points and then Touré wraps up the show. I've never seen the show before, but this is what it seems like. He's wrapping up the show. She interrupts him. He clearly had enough of her bullshit. And then she tells him to lower his fucking tone when he talking to her. Who the ma'am? Do you have a dick? Who are you talking to? This goes back to her pointing out that he's soft. She feels like she can talk to him like that, which is wild. I don't give a fuck how much you think a man is soft. He is still a man and you're a woman. You need to relax, because if you was face to face with him, would you still have that energy? Probably would, because you probably feel like he wouldn't do anything or it wouldn't escalate because you're a woman. And I'm not gonna go too deep into everything, but it's just, this is crazy, right? I don't even know why people were even following her to begin with. I can see right past all the bullshit. The first time she hit my timeline, I'm like, who is this chick? When she was showing up on fucking the Nick Cannon show, she did the Cam Newton show. I was like, this chick is full of shit. And when the first dude pushed back Paul Pierce, shout out to Paul Pierce, I was like, there you go. That's what motherfuckers should have been doing. They should have been checking her fucking credentials. Bitch, do you got a man? You don't? So stop giving relationship advice. Do you have kids? You don't? Then shut the fuck up. Are you actually a therapist? You're not? Go sit the fuck down somewhere. Who the fuck are you? This chick is wild. And there was a lot of dumbass females, let's be honest, that was eating that shit up, just listening to her. Because whenever there's a female on the internet saying things that other females want to hear, they will easily eat that shit up. It's never something to better them. It's always something to like, to put them on a pedestal or put them over men in some weird type of fucking in their fucking heads, even though that's not fucking reality.
You're acting very, very gentle, very soft, and very feminine. And this is the problem. Touré, you talk to your wife like that. You don't talk to me like that. I am not your wife. You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your wife, gentle. I'm not your wife, softy. Don't talk to me like that.
She is very disrespectful. I'd never seen this side of her, but seeing this, it explains a lot. She is fucking disrespectful. Even if Touré is a soft dude, like, I thought women wanted that. This only proves that women are full of shit. Women don't want no soft nigga. This is why I say I didn't agree with Touré. Like, you know, women don't want no men that's soft and feminine. Like, just honest, right? You may be like that, and you may be with a woman that likes that. The majority of women do not. They don't respect it. They don't want it. The only thing, right, that I have a problem with is the way she's calling him out and being disrespectful. Very disrespectful. It may not be the worst thing you could do when having a disagreement with someone, but it was kind of childish in the sense where, like, you know, I would want, you know, raise more kids to be more, you know, gentle and things like that. It's like, it's condescending in a way. So I can understand that can be annoying a little bit, but it doesn't give you the right to go to the level of being disrespectful and getting personal.
You talk to your wife like that. Not me. Touré, talk to your wife like that. Do not talk to me like that. That is not how you That is not how you professionally approach me. Don't.
Then she said it's not professional. Don't talk to me like that. You just called him soft. What else she said? Feminine. Told him to watch his tone. How you gonna tell him not to talk to you like that and you being disrespectful, right? All he said was, listen, I'm trying to wrap up the show and you keep interrupting me. And on top of that, you was interrupting him. You had your time to speak, right? You spoke, then he went to wrap up the show, and then there you go, interrupting him. And then when he gets mad because you didn't, and it seems like you've done it a lot, there you go, being disrespectful. It seemed like you was waiting to let that motherfucker fly. Damn.
Can talk to me like that. Check.
Frank and Ariva, I apologize.
Check yourself. You don't talk to me like that.
Hold on,
to your
Doc.
wife like that.
Doc, hold on.
Shut the fuck up talking to me like that. That's what you do. That's what you do. You better tap into your gentleness and real quick.
Are we ready?
I've been ready.
See, fellas, this is why you can't be gentle. You can't be fucking gentle. Gentle? No, all that fucking nice guy shit. Fuck that. Gentle. They don't respect that shit. Look at her. She feel like she the man. Like, she feel like she got nuts. And I ain't gonna lie. She made the nigga shut up. That's what you get for being a gentle nigga though, Touré. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe you need to let your nuts hang. But this is crazy. That couldn't be me. You couldn't tell. You can't be talking to me and then on top of that tell me to talk to my wife like that. Bitch, who the fuck you talking to? I don't know how they got their whole shit set up. I would have took that bitch down. Fuck her. The fuck she talking to? She done lost her fucking mind. Talk to my wife like that. Bitch, you can never. Yo, I would have violated her. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I feel bad for Touré. I feel like he hurt. I feel like he hurt right now. Like, the gentleness in him is like, maybe because he feel like he can't go above and beyond, or he's not gonna do that because he's gentle. That's why I said that gentle shit don't work. I don't know, but he just looks defeated, and she looks like she won, right? Because she made a man shut up. This shit fucking hurt me. God damn.
Right.
Ariva, Frank, you guys ready?
Yep.
You ready to wrap this up?
Yes, as I was doing.
And then we'll speak off camera. Here we go.
We always ask, when should a parent be held responsible for their children's behavior, whether it's at school, tantrum in Walmart, whatever? Let's flip the lens. There's a difference between the parent mourning a child lost to violence and the one silently praying because their child pulled the trigger. One gets sympathy, the other gets silence, but both carry a pain the world rarely understands. So tonight, the part we never talk about, ask yourself, not as a spectator, but as a parent of a child who took a life, how should society treat that parent? Should the law hold them accountable or let them live with the weight in silence? Would you deserve compassion or a conviction or a bunch of I told you so's? It's a tough one, but that's what we do on Truth Talks. Hit us in the comments and let us know how you feel. That's all we have for tonight. Thank you for
I'm sorry. Look at her face. She looked like a stink heifer. She just looked insufferable. Like, just a stink. You ever been around a stink hoe? A chick that just like, you like, why you fix your face, bitch? Like, what the fuck? Why you just didn't stay in the house if you gonna have that funky ass attitude or be nasty, right? Why you gotta stick up your ass, bitch? That's the energy she always gave me. But yeah, this was diabolical. I'm gonna keep playing to see if there's any more, but nah. Can we officially wrap her up and pack her up? Like, can we do that? All right. It seems like this is the last of it. That was just that little clip. But yeah, that was crazy. I think that is telling of her personality and who she is. Right? But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. That was wild. I wasn't expecting her to go, like, I thought they was just gonna go back and forth and like whatever. I didn't expect her to do all that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the situation in the comment section below. But yeah, like I said, can we wrap her up? That's gonna be it for me. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.